Bruh. There we go. Jesus. Good morning, guys. Yeah, this is going to be a negative gamma day. I'm excited. We haven't had one in so long. We'll see how it moves today. Just got to be mentally prepped for what's going to happen. So, 2 minutes till the open. Let's get it, guys. Actually, you know what's funny? CPI didn't even drop it all that much. From the close. Oh, well, NQ fell a little bit harder than ES. NQ had already dropped 150 points before CPI, and then CPI made it go 250 points, like even more so down. Where this opens. Alright, we're just gonna watch ES for now, because SPX is so far down there, I don't even want to bother. Let's see, 49, whoa, 49.50, 5,000, 4,900, relatively mixed day. Once again, as always, we will give it time to settle. I'm back on Good morning, guys. Rate hikes getting priced in. Indeed, they are. That's my fault. Let this go through the negative gamma area. Well, it's a tough day, guys. We always talk about negative gamma is fun to trade, but it's harder to figure out potential bottoms and whatnot. This could just recover. That's my fear. It's like I don't want to take a position shorts until we get some sort of pop back up. Yeah, it's still flip-flopping for now. Let's give it some time. Bounced right off 50. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. For all those who are coming in. What are we doing? We are waiting because I don't know what's going to happen. Just waiting for the data to kind of stop flip-flopping. We had that DEX flip earlier at 50 at 5,000 and 4,900. SPX already down 60 points. NQ already down 300 points. So kind of just waiting to see what's going to happen. Just waiting. Excuse me. Excuse me. When most of the net gamma is negative, does it likely change anything in terms of strat? Oh, of course. In the sense of you are kind of waiting. These moves will be volatile and they'll be aggressive. So it's kind of just being. I think with negative environment, you should definitely size a little bit lighter because these moves can pretty much, with a small amount of money, you can make a lot with days like today. It's just being patient. How hard I try. One thing to pay attention to is other stocks, seeing if they make a comeback of some sort. A quick little flip through. Amazon making a slight comeback. Microsoft, kind of. Apple, no. Google, kind of. Meta, kind of. Like, I think tech stocks may want to rip, but who knows at this rate? It's kind of tough to say. Just given that we're down so much. Skew is pretty balanced today, too. For the rock star. Let's see. What else kind of rejects here? Meta's ripping faces back up. Yeah, ES rejected. NQ did not reject here. We could just blast through 55 here, SPX. Today's a tough day to read. It's all negative gamma. Left click for limit order. Wow, finally you have a negative on above instead of below. First time in a while. Oh well, I ended up eating some breakfast this morning at like 5:40. Oh, the reason I keep so many Gex charts is just so I don't have to flip back and forth. Literally just because there's different kinds, right? Like I said before in the Gex classes, like I can get rid of skew if I'm being honest because I don't use it. It's mostly for de-adjusted and raw. One sec, I'll be right back. I have to give my keys back to somebody. All right, I'm back, guys. All right. Do we really get lower? I don't know. It's tough to say, guys. I'm trying to think. Like, Liquidos could chime in sometimes. Sometimes reading this stuff, I have no idea. Yeah, you don't need to have six of them, guys. Liquidos wants to chime in because, to be honest, I'm thinking about this. It's a hard day to read. It's about to rip down, isn't it? Yeah, today's a tough read, bro. I'll be honest. Usually I have something, but trading in a positive environment for so long, it kind of made it easy to tell what's going to happen. But now with this, I can kind of see why Geo leans towards negative or positive environments instead of negative, because this is tough to read. I'm pretty clueless right now. ES going for low of day here. How's NQ looking? Not the same. Interesting. Got pussy. ES new low of day. NQ is about to go down with it, I think. NQ still not at lows. Is this 6:30? Yeah, that's the open. Okay. Tough spot to be in. Let's see. Yeah, it's hard. You're having a lot of divergence between the two uh, indices right now. So kind of just being patient to see what happens here. NQ still higher up. ES still right below pre-market low. Been riding on another ride. Garage. NQ reversing here with ES. Damn. For me, I'm waiting for, personally, this isn't a data thing as of right now. I'm watching a NQ and ES because they're not moving in the same direction as of right now. You can obviously tell NQ since the open has been in an uptrend. ES obviously is the complete opposite, right? Really quickly, just by looking at it, you can see. So until NQ flips direction, I don't think ES gets as strong as a move down as people would like. So it's just kind of paying close attention to that as of right now. Until ES has some sort of market structured shift, then I don't really see this going down hard. So NQ would pretty much have to break these higher lows, right? Higher low, higher low, higher low from here. Obviously, we're in an uptrend right now. So just kind of watching out for that. Once we get that, then I think ES will have a good, then we'll get a direction. But as of right now, it's pretty, they're both diverging. So. Inspire me and inspire me. NQ slipping here. I think once we break this, technically we had a change in market structure. But until I think we slip this area. Yeah, I don't think we get a big move down on ES until we get that break on NQ. We're just going to keep wicking. Yeah, NQ is about to push 5-day again. Yeah, this is choppy. Sorry, not much of a data read today. It's tough, especially when both indices are kind of inversing one another. Hopefully, you guys either closed out your shorts or you guys, yeah, I said NQ Hive Day. That's the thing with Hive Day intraday, not like pre-market, like since the open is what I mean. But it was hard to trade today, just given that both indices were kind of inversing each other, right? And that's what we said in the very beginning, just waiting for NQ to kind of break this area to change overall market structure. But it didn't do that, and technically continued to make higher highs, very small, right? We may have broken this one, but the main one was this line right here for I think an overall market structure. Yeah, it's going for new highs already for intraday wise. Guys, to clarify, when I say intraday, I'm just talking about since the open. If you look at NDX, right? It's just been ripping up the entire time. Held this support here and just kept going until we broke that. Then I don't, and that's what I said, right? Until we broke that, I don't think SPX would get a continuous low or continue going down. That was the big one today. It's just understanding that, you know what, the data at the same time was in a negative environment. What did I say? You kind of get these volatile moves up, right? It's the same situation as I think it was a Monday or a Tuesday last week, where through negative environments, we get sort of big volatile moves because they act like a sell-in. So it doesn't matter what direction you're coming from. So this 55 area, right, was still the biggest, and we're pushing right through right now. So it's a tough day to read. When there are tough days to read, I personally don't trade them. So just that's why I haven't been, as much as I want to jump into shorts, it doesn't make sense until we get some sort of direction on this. Because once again, both indices, opposite directions, leads me to believe that one of the other stocks aren't falling as hard. Like look at NVIDIA, it's only down 0.07%. We're talking about looking at other stocks to see which one has made a recovery. NVIDIA didn't look like it dropped very much. Which one? Google didn't seem like it dropped very much. Microsoft didn't seem like it dropped very much. Everything was still in a relative uptrend since the open, right? Even Amazon consolidation ripped up, and you know around that time we were looking, it was still up around here. So that's just some although it's not data related, it's just some understanding overall market structure to kind of get a gauge of where market's going to go. So especially given that, we're not moving in the direction that we want. If we wanted to continue down, in my opinion, we needed something stronger, right, on ES, especially with NQ pushing the opposite direction. Any fib levels to look at? Yeah, there's this one right here on ES. I mean, just looking at this right here, I can kind of already get a gauge. So we are in that fib area as of right now. But I do think with NQ pushing higher, it has a good chance of breaking through. So it's not a trade I would take personally. If you want like a full-on fib, the thing is to watch for your time frame wise. You can watch this going into the rest of the week, right? I think this would probably potentially be a good level to watch out for. But like I said, it's just, if you didn't take a trade, good on you. Any large negative deltas, it's all negative delta building up. But I guess before at 7 o'clock on SPX, 7 o'clock right here, we had a positive delta. But as we push up, there's negative delta. So with that being said, one thing to watch out for, in my opinion, is just up and down movement. It wouldn't be a bad idea to just wait until you see some sort of downturn. Universe. Guys, thank you for tuning in. This is the most we've had at any given point. 90 people. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so the thing is with NDX, it's always, or with NQ, since there isn't much data to go off of, it's very difficult to kind of get a gauge as to how certain things are moving, right? We kind of talked about it multiple times where it's like, okay, this, NQ isn't making these lows while ES is. Usually that's not a good sign, right? That means the continuation to that downside is highly unlikely unless if both indices aren't moving down. So hopefully you guys kind of understood that, right? I know there is no signal as of today, but there is this to watch out for as NQ pushes up. But yeah, I know there wasn't a signal today, but hopefully it helped you not take a trade or not take shorts, especially. That's kind of the big one. Yeah, almost at 1K subs, guys. If you haven't subbed, I'd really appreciate it. We're 5 away. Um, it'd be awesome to hit 1K subs on stream today. That'd be great. For those who are new here, we're on every single day at market open. I know 5 more to 1K subs, guys. Help me out here. Help me out here. Maybe everyone is subscribed already, but if you aren't, would be greatly appreciated. Almost there, guys. Not a problem. I'm glad you guys are learning. Today we do have class as a reminder for those who forgot. We do have class today. It's going to be going over the footprint. It's going to be going over volume profile, and it's going to be going over fibs and what to watch out for those three. I'll send out the link for the Zoom. Classes at 5 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time, so 8 p.m. EST. We changed the time because there were more requests to change the time to 5 p.m. instead of 6 p.m. because it is later on the East Coast. But yeah, if you guys, hopefully you guys tune in for that. 5 subs away, guys. Come on, we're so close. We're so close. 10 watches away, or 11 watches away from 100 people too on stream. That'd be awesome. I haven't seen this much in forever. Ever, actually, not even forever. If we can get 100 people, that'd be great. If we can get 5 more subs, that'd also be great. I haven't even checked Twitter all day. Let's see what everyone is saying. And Sheentrades classes recorded. Yeah, classes are recorded for members, and I post them to YouTube at the end of once it's uploaded, pretty much, or once it's done processing. NQ is back above VWAP. ES is not there yet. I want to see VP. VP looks like ass. Okay. Hourly doesn't look too bad. We're about to approach this low volume node here. So we do have a low volume area above. With the data, you can look at QQQ for NQ. I personally don't even, well, as of today, it's a bigger move to downside, so I'm sure it's moving, yeah. So NQ 430, or QQQ 430, so we're right there. It is negative, so we could blast right through it, which seems like what we're doing right now, so. It's a tough day to read, guys. after trading positive exposure and then seeing negative exposure environment, I kind of fuck with positive more. It's easier to read. Like you have your walls versus these, you kind of have your accelerants without any sort of top or bottom that's in terms of a range. So actually trading positive environment is now looking at it more and understanding it more is much easier. How to join? So what the to join the Discord? The Discord is just alongside the data, right? I'm not selling you. I'm not shilling out a Discord by any means, but if you want to sub to Traderlink, it's this dashboard. You get access to all this data. In the sense of, hold on, it's really laggy because everything's open, but you have tons of different things, unusual options, every single Greek exposure, dark pool orders, market orders. You also have time and sales. So it's funny. I used to say negative environments are my favorite to trade, but after seeing today, it's kind of I'm changing my mind a little bit. But yeah, on top of Greek exposures, we have a footprint chart, and we're the only web-based platform with time and sales. So, and obviously we have unusual options. Block sweep. But yeah, I mean, we're but once you, let's say you get access or you sub to Traderlink, what happens is you will get sort of this info screen where you can, it'll tell you all the things, what to do, how to connect your Discord, etc., etc. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sure we have the most people today just because it was CPI day, so people are kind of curious to see how the data is moving and what it looks like. QQQs are moving, blasted right through 430, right? SPX is trying. Is today the 20th? No, 13th. SPX making higher highs or breaking that high of day today. We do have this hourly low volume node plus VWAP right here, so I wouldn't doubt that we get some sort of potential rejection. The low volume node's on the hourly, those who don't know. In the morning. Nvidia green on the day. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Wow. Gross. AMD green on the day. These two chip stocks, man, they're fucking unstoppable right now. Yeah, there's a ton of call flow on Nvidia that I saw from someone posted it on Twitter. Refresh the dashboard. Yeah, it's hard to short this, guys. It's hard to short this, especially when you have, we talked about it, right? With Nvidia and these other stocks kind of making a comeback. Meta's only down 0.3, Google's only down 0.6. Microsoft is still down, but it's ripping fucking faces alongside everything else right now, right? Amazon still down 1%, but it's pushing up. It's in an uptrend since the open. Apple is the only thing lagging behind. So AVGO, new highs on the intraday, right? I'd be very careful with shorts. Nice. NQ at the short GP. Let me flip to a different one where it's cleaner. Here we go. There's a place for NQ to reverse, it would be right here. I'm actually going to take very light though. Stops are above here. Taking very light. Anyone's interested, my upgraded my UBS. What's the indicator? Plots X pixels. That indicator is just look up SPX SPY ES, like on the indicator thing, it'll pop up. I think it's like price exchange or price converter. That's called a price converter. But I'm personally taking a stab at NQ shorts here, leaving stops right above this. So if it gets stopped, it gets stopped. But it's just what 2 lots of NQ. If it goes up, it goes up. Stop loss, it's up there. So if anyone wants to see the trade, it would just look like this. Short position. Where's my entry? 774. I'm targeting fucking low of day. I don't care. Maybe not low of day. We'll target this previous one. But if we get stopped at high or at this area, then that's my only trade for today. I'm going to call that one a loss. You can't afford this big drawdown. Like, that's 38 points, right? That's not like it's a small amount, but what are you going to go over tonight? It would be super interesting to walk through the exposures. So tonight we did exposures on Monday, or last Tuesday, last Thursday. Today's going to be footprint, fibs, and volume profile. Honestly, if you want a safer stop, you could just put it at high of day. But as of right now, I'm okay leaving it for this. I wonder what ES looks like. I'd set a trim if you're in NQ shorts for what is this? 57 wouldn't be bad, and then you can just move your stops to break even. If anything, but unless we don't hit that first trim, then stop loss still remains up there. But this is just a fib play, so nothing crazy. Up about 250 a contract. I'm gonna hit a trim at, let's see. I want to leave it for 57, so we'll leave it for 57. Actually, we'll just move it. Okay, right now we're currently up about $300, $350 a contract. You can hit a trim here if you want. Move your stops to break even. So now our risk is pretty much risk free. So stops now at break even. So we'll just leave it there. Stops break even. You can run it more, but I just hit my position. So there you go. there's your short little signal for today. You can trim here. 57 got tapped. That's where we were trimming. Why? Because it's just a very small resistance right here from earlier. So that's why we're just hitting a light trim. Stops at break even. Quick little scalp. That was 20 points. No, that was 15 points on NQ. Not too bad. That's the only signal we got from today, because that's all I got. I'll take 15 points versus nothing today. Quick little $700. Yeah, that was the perfect trim right there at 57, right? Literally just this right here. So that's probably about to get stopped out. But yeah, that's the trade. My only singular trade for today. But yeah, this will probably play out. My thing is if you're on futures or if you're even in options, this is a trade I would normally take on options. I wouldn't like right here, but I don't want to take, maybe I'll take some QQQs but a lot of people I know are going short or going long right now. So, sorry. More people are going long from the bottom. So I don't really should have longed the bottom, but I mean, hindsight is 2020, but yeah. Guys, we have 84 people. Are you telling me that all 84 of you are subbed to the YouTube? Actually, that's a high possibility. It's only 10% of the amount of subscribers we have. But yeah. Quick little scalp. We'll take that. I mean, especially given that our bias was technically to the downside today and we didn't get what we wanted. However, I do like this. Hold on. Where's the yes? We have this high here. I know. Only the cool people and the smart people show up. So thank you guys. With that being said, I need a new Zin. You probably got triggered on stops if you entered the same place at 74. Probably going to come lower, but this rate, I don't really care. Not the ideal setup that I like, so don't really care what happens. But with this fib one, that's the one thing that I do see moving down. So this is an area that I highly would take stab at shorts if I were you guys on Qs. Like you could take QQQ puts instead of SPX today. Size for 0. Take your base hits 20%. All right, very simple stuff. Very, very easy. If you entered at the 707, you're at least up like 20-30%. From that drop now, you're definitely up. I hope somebody took it. Yeah, we're working on a lot of things. We have some issues currently with the unusual options portion, so we've been trying to fix that. And as well as the footprint, but footprint now is fixed. But with the unusual options, there's still some small things that we're working on. So with that being said, that's kind of our main priority, is just making sure everything on the dashboard that is currently on the dashboard works and functions the way that we want it to. All right. Yeah, wow, nice move, guys. If you're still in those, that's 30 points on NQ. 74. Yeah, 30 points NQ. All right, pretty good entry. We'll be going over the fibs today too, so that's something to think about. You know, I specify for those who are new, I only teach what I use. I'm not going to teach you anything else. That's why everything can be I could squish everything into one class that I use if I wanted to, but that would just be at a certain point that might be a lot of information. A good move on the fibs, right? ES, this was I was watching the same thing here. Yeah. There was this right here too. I already know exactly where my short entry would have been. Boom. And target these lows with trim, stops above your high. This candle would have been my entry at the close of that one. But still, ES is not moving the same as SPX or NQ today. NQ is much more volatile. What a move. This would have been it. But I hit my profit target for today, technically. Been like this. Been like down here. If you're an absolute demon, you could target this fucking the negative 0.236. That's really down there. So you could target that. I would definitely use this as your first price or PT. And then this one. Why here? Because definite support. So you can tell we bounced twice here. So that is something to consider. But this is that trade setup, right? And just like something right here. That's 40 points NQ. 45 points NQ, still going right now. We hit an initial trim here. Still going here, right? See if we get that today. If we do, that'd be a pretty nasty call. Would have been 140 points NQ down. Who caught this? Come on. Come on. Who caught this? Trim right here. Why? 50% on a retracement. This is a good area to trim. 0.5 is always a fantastic area to trim. And someone pointed out NQ's at VWAP. So this is a very good area to trim. Right? We'll mark this line right here as the second trim. Nice. You can put your stops in profit. Guys, how are we 5 subs away from 1,000? Dear gods, somebody. Nice, nice. No, if you miss your order, I never suggest chasing. That's my thing. Is if you miss it, you miss it. Yeah, never go broke taking profits. 50% is always a good, or 50% on fibs always a really good trim, especially if you get an entry up here at the 707. NQ bounced off VWAP. See, 50% plus VWAP, that's a definite 100% area to trim. I don't care what anyone says. That's always a good area to trim. 50% plus you know you have VWAP up right there too. I don't have VWAP on this chart, but you can move stops to break even here if you want, or you can still leave it higher up to you. But yeah, hopefully somebody of you guys caught that one. Nice, yeah. If you manage to get in long somewhere down here, I always suggest also drawing fibs because that'll be an area to definitely trim as well. If you were in longs down there, right? All right, we'll get rid of this. Clear the drawing. ES wouldn't have been that great, but like I said, ES doesn't move as well lately in comparison to NQ. Well, that's all I got for today. I can't really think of anything else. So, what time frame do you like to use VWAP? I would just wait for a 5 minute. Right? Let me. I know I have VWAP on this chart. Let me. Yeah, boom. VWAP's all the same on any time frame for intraday wise. By the way, if you didn't know, because it's taking all the prices since the open of futures right there. Yeah. Yeah, it just depends. So for futures, it's when it opens at 3, it refreshes VWAP basically, and it'll take the basically every single price traded, and it'll give you the volume or wait, the average price. See, something like that. It'll give you the average price of everything traded. So if you think about it, it's actually a mean. If you didn't know. Good spot for puts. I mean, technically, we're still in this fib, right? Yeah, this actually, looking at this more, I really don't like the negative environments. Fuck me, bro. Just accelerate through, right? We had QQQ 430, if I remember correctly. It was 430 negative. With negative exposures, you pretty much go right through them and you can easily just pop right back through, right? 430 QQQ is the same exact, like perfect example of like a negative environment where it's just volatile as fuck. You get an acceleration through, and then as soon as you approach it again, it accelerates right through again. So it's not, it's actually very tough to trade looking more and more at this. Also, if you saw this, another reason for good shorts, and I always say this, is I will 100% always take a trade no matter what, because it's good probabilities, is just if there's a low volume node lining up with a fib level. I'll take that short every single time. Or if it's a long, I would take that long every single time. Right, we had this hourly one on ES here, if I remember correctly. See, my big thing about taking this NQ short as well, right, is that ES still hasn't even retraced the same thing. So if ES does come back up to here, NQ is obviously going to invalidate theirs. Do you guys offer discounts on Traderlink? I'm slowly going to the masterclass videos at the Gamma Cons. I work full time and I'm home with the kids, so difficult. I'm going to make time. For those who are here, you know what? I'll make a discount code right now. If you're new, I'll make a coupon right now. Here, if you want to sign up for Traderlink, I just posted a code that'll give you 20% off your first month. That's like our standard coupon code that we offer occasionally, pretty much. But yeah, that'll be 20% off your first month. If you want to sign up, you can. You use that. Make sure to use that code when you're before checkout. There's like a place that says "have a coupon?" question mark. That's the one to use. Yeah, not a problem. Hopefully, I mean it's not much, but 20% off is 20% off. Hopefully, it'll that's kind of all we can really offer as of right now. That at least like without consulting everyone of doing like a big discount, that's 20% off is like the standard that I can offer. You get streams, you get classes, you get data, you get access to the entire community. And it's not only me teaching classes, guys. Starting next week, we have Liquidos, we have Fatty, we have Jay Crispin, and they have big things planned for you guys. Once again, I only teach what I know, so I can't really give you a full rundown of every different aspect. But hopefully, with them teaching, it gives you a sort of gives you perspective on other ways you can utilize the data. Because I use it my way. Obviously, it's not going to be the end all be all. So. Is today Tuesday? Today is Tuesday. Yeah. Guys, can we get a little bit of some love on that tweet? Would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys. All right, guys, I think it's about time to end the stream. Not much happening right now. Nothing really to watch over as well. Kind of, you guys know this fib is here, so do with that what you will. Goodbye QQQ puts for you, and just hold them till we get lower. But once again, watch out for ES, right? Because ES hasn't retraced the same thing. So that is something to be wary about. Wary. To be wary about. Just keep that in mind. Today might just be one of those where you fuck off and play tomorrow instead. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you for tuning in. If you want a discount, I know most of you guys are all subs anyways, but for those who are new, 20 off. Just type in 20 off. It'll pop up. It's in the chat right now. So thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, keep moving forward.